Hey, how you doing? In today's video I would like to speak about a very important thing, and that is the importance of standing up for yourself, of speaking your truth at all times without any exception. And that is, before I start, I would like to clarify one thing, right? When we judge a behavior of another person, right? When we say, for instance, oh, that person is, I don't know, disrespectful, for instance, and when we get emotional about that and we resonate and we get triggered by that, that simply shows that that person is reflecting a unresolved issue that we have ourselves within, right? If we were at peace with this aspect of, for instance, disrespectfulness or whatever, it doesn't matter which aspect, then we would simply be in a position of observing, and we would just take notice and then understand, all right, it is the issue of the other person. But that is only if we are not triggered by that. Okay, that is simply a sign. This is kind of the reflection. As long as we resonate and get emotional by, again, as I said, I'm repeating myself, by the behavior of other people, that simply shows our own unresolved issue in that case. Okay, so when we are in the situation and somebody attacks us and somebody, does us wrong, or somebody offends us even, it is also not a good thing, just to remain quiet and say nothing, okay, and to swallow it down. So why is that? Because it is so important to set our boundaries, and it is so important, if someone wrongs us and if someone, offends us or you, to stand up for yourself, to sit down in a quiet and calm way, and then to address the person. Okay, because I can remember many years ago I was in a relationship, and the guy, he now and then he used to offend me, and that is also what many people do, due to harmony reasons, and also because I knew about this reflection thing, and I knew about, it shows me where he is actually standing. I had understanding for that person. And that is not a healthy way, because if we swallow our, being hurt or our being offended down, if we swallow that all the time, it can even cause health issues over the long term, right? We can get tummy issues, stomach issues, we can get issues with our digestion, and so on. So it is really, really important to step into our power, to stand up for ourselves, and then to just, sit down in a calm way and clarify this point. The thing is, if that other person is a mature person and like a grown-up, he will totally understand, right? And will say, okay, yeah, let's sit down, let's talk about it like, mature grown-ups would do. And then we can find a solution, and the other person, would have the opportunity to say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, okay? So that would be the healthy way of solving an issue like that. But of course, and I have also experienced that when I learned to step into my power, and when I learned to address, people, if I felt they did me wrong, or if I felt offended, what also can happen, and it does happen quite frequently, is that that person then cannot take it. It can happen that they erupt even, and also get into a personal attack. That happened to me as well. Yeah, I was personally attacked only because I wanted to address the feeling, the being offended, and I just wanted to clarify things. And then what happened? The person erupted and attacked me personally. And if that happens, this simply shows that that person has such a low self-esteem, has no self-confidence at all, that they feel so, vulnerable, that they feel so judged, that they have this such a big strong feeling within themselves of feeling not good enough, of feeling not okay the way the way they are, right? So this is really shows, if they react in that way, then it is very difficult. Then the best thing is actually to distance yourself from people like that. It can even go into, like narcissist behavior, but I'm just, not everyone that reacts like that is a narcissist straight away, so I'm careful with that expression. But still, the healthy way would be to speak your truth, to stand up for yourself, and then to quietly sit down and to talk about things, because nobody is perfect, right? And we all maybe make mistakes or do things, but then it is for us to say, oh yeah, okay, right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, I didn't mean to hurt you, right? And then try and make it better the next time, and this would be the normal and healthy way. So in this way we could also learn from each other. But it is really, really important to set boundaries, and as for our health actually, and if we don't do that, that is also not good for none of us on the long run, right? And the thing is, again, as I said, if you are in peace with yourself, you can simply observe the behaviors of other people, but you would not resonate, okay? You would not get emotional. You would not, or have the feeling you want to judge the other person, right? Then you can just observe, and you can leave it at that other person and just take notice of it, and okay, right, but it has nothing to do with you. And even when other people judge you, it only always shows their unresolved issues, their own topics that they project onto you. Okay, so this is so important to know and to realize, because there are so many around, so many of us, like due to how many reasons they, don't really want to, they run away from that, they don't want to address other people, they don't want to stand up for themselves, and of course there is tension there, and of course it is uncomfortable feeling, right? And of course it is, it takes courage, but it is for your own self, it is for your own health if you do so. So you can do it, stand up for yourself, and you will see. It's a good feeling for yourself, and as mature people, we can learn and grow, and we're all on the path there. And as I said, no one is perfect. Have a great day.